Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tony. Today's video is all about the very basic makeup products you need to achieve a simple, nice face for the day, for whatever the occasion is, whether it's work, a Sunday in church when you don't want to get super dolled up. I mean, just basic everyday face and the products you need. I understand that not everybody is a makeup artist, not everybody wants to go all out with the colors and the glitter and all of that, so this video is for you guys. So it's gonna be very simple. I must let you guys know that it's not expensive at all. Makeup in general can be expensive, but you don't need an entire suitcase of makeup products to look good every day if you want to. So I'm just going to start with the basics, and I will list all the products that I show you down below just in case you wanted to reference it back. Alright, so we're going to start off with basically how I do my face, like the steps. So I'm going to start off with my eyebrows because I do those first. So for my eyebrows, I use an eyebrow pencil, and I get this, like I said, from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. That's if you're in the States or Canada. If you're in Jamaica, wholesale eyebrow pencil. Now, mind you, not all eyebrow pencils were created the same. Some of them, you don't even see a mark, but when you go to the store, you can test it. It should almost feel waxy on your hand, so just test it on the back of your hand and it should glide like that, right? So eyebrow pencil for your eyebrows to fill them in. Now the next thing you'll need is concealer. Now this concealer is tried and true. This is like the OG concealer. This is LA Girl Pro Conceal. Mine's almost finished. And beauty supply store. So you'll use this to clean up your brow when you've filled them in. And this flat brush here, you can use this. You can buy these brushes anywhere online, really. Amazon. I would recommend BH Cosmetics. That's where I got my first brush set from, and I still have brushes from that set today. So you can invest in a set of brushes, and no, you do not need 60 makeup brushes. Makeup artists have all those brushes because they do different faces, and it's really tedious in between clients to be cleaning all your brushes, so that's why we have so many. But for your everyday face, you just need a few brushes, max 10. Alright, so that's for the brows. Again, let's say you don't have a flat brush. The concealers usually come with a brush tip. You can use that instead. So that's for your brows. Then I prime my face. Primer. Right? Any primer will do. However, make sure you figure out what your base is for your primer. If your primer is oil-based and your foundation is water-based, it won't work. It is going to separate and your foundation is going to break down and you're going to look like, I don't know, it's just not going to look good. So make sure that your primer and your foundation have the same base. So if your primer is oil based, make sure your foundation is oil based, sorry. And if your primer is water based, make sure your foundation is also water based, because oil and water don't mix. And you can tell, you just need to read the label. So this one is oil free. See? If this thing will focus. It is oil free. Right. So you're gonna prime your face. The next thing you need is foundation. Now, I use my foundation from the drugstore. I rarely use brand name foundations because for me, drugstore foundations work best, and this has been my favorite so far, and it's the Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation from Maybelline. And it's buildable, because I don't like to see spots. I'm not one of those persons that can wear tinted moisturizers. That doesn't work for me. So I have to have good coverage, and this gives me good coverage, and I can build on it, right? And it's matte too, so that works. On to the next step, which again is concealer. You're gonna put that under here to highlight your face. Good old LA Girl Pro Conceal. You've already had one product that you can use twice. And then to set all of that, you're going to need a face powder and a translucent setting powder. Now, I have the Fenty one here, right? It's the Pro Filter setting powder. I use that for my highlight areas. I'm not 100% a fan, but it gets the job done. My favorite is actually the Laura Mercier setting powder. But I'm out of that right now, so I'm making do with this one. And then for the other areas, I use this Mary Kay mineral powder foundation for my darker areas. And then for all over, I just use a regular CoverGirl powder that matches my skin tone. I don't know where it is right now, but it's in the drugstore. And like I said, you can get all of these in the drugstore. I mean, Fenty, you'd have to get this at Sephora or on the Fenty website, right? But that's simple. So that takes care of your face. Now for the eyes, honestly, all you really need, liner. You can use liquid liner, you can use a pencil liner, or you can use powdered liners. You can use eyeshadow and just get a flat brush and use that to line your eyes, and it will smudge it out for you in one go, and you're done. Mascara. Someone put me on to this Maybelline Total Temptation waterproof mascara. This right here, usually Mega Plush is the one I go for because it gives me the fluffy look and defines my lashes. But this right here lengthens, defines, and you can cry in this. You can go to church and the Holy Spirit touch you and you bawl and your nose are run. It's not going anywhere. So I would recommend this one. I don't know if you can find it. I got mine at Walmart. So, and I'll list all of these down below, like I said, so you can reference it. And then for the eyes too, let's just say one day you're feeling fancy and you want to put a little shimmer and all of that jazz. A simple neutral palette will do you good. So this palette, this is the Nubian by Juvias Place. I love this palette. It's very versatile. I've had this forever. Like you can see, it's all the neutrals, no browns, no colors, right? But it has mattes and it has shimmers. Any palette that has mattes and shimmers is a palette you should get, right? And so you can use the matte one day, you can use a shimmer if you want, you can use matte and shimmer if you want. But this palette is very versatile. And also too, remember with makeup, all the products you have are just mediums. They're just mediums. So just because this is an eyeshadow palette, don't limit it to your eyes. This shimmer right here can be used for a highlight, so that way you don't have to go and spend your money and buy highlight, because you have a highlight right here. Obviously you'd have to, you know, taper the way you use it. You don't go in as heavy-handed as you would if it were on your eyes, but you have a highlight here, eyeshadow here. Let's just say you wanted to do powder contour. Hello sis, look at these matte powder contour colors. You can use your eyeshadow palette on your face. It's a powder too, right? So you have to understand that makeup is what you make it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be You don't have to be confined to no box. Use your makeup how you want to use it. It's yours. You bought it. Your money buy it. Use it how you want. So I'd recommend this palette. Now let's just say, I don't know, you are not into all those neutrals and you want a little color in your life. This palette right here by Aina is a really good palette. So let me show you. So it has different colors in it. Yeah, I love this palette. It's really versatile. So you can even just get this palette and it will have your colors and your neutrals in it. And you're good to go. You don't need a million palettes like the rest of us do. And then for my more, you know, extra persons out there, you could invest in a palette like this. This is the Urban Decay Electric palette. This palette is my favorite palette ever. I've had this for years. When this came out, I couldn't wait to get it. Now it's very bold, but see? Those are quite a few colors you could use. So in reality, you could just have two palettes, a neutral one and a colorful one for whatever vibe you're feeling. Because let's face it, some days we're feeling extra and some days we're not. So that's what that's for. And then after you've done your eyes and you've done your face, you are basically good to go. And that's it. You don't need anything else. I mean, you could do setting spray, and that you can get at the dollar store, or you can get it at your beauty supply store or your wholesale, right? So that's that really. And then for tools like your brushes, for this entire look, guys, I literally used 5 brushes. My powder brush, which is my fluffy brush here, my foundation brush that I used to stipple it in my face like that, another foundation brush which I use for my highlight. You have to be careful with these foundation brushes because sometimes they leave streaks in your face, but you can work around that. And then I used my other fluffy brush for my highlight, and then this brush for my concealer to clean up my eyes. 5 brushes, that's it, boom, done, nothing else. And everything can fit into one tiny makeup bag that you can throw in your handbag. And if you didn't get to do your makeup at home, you can run to the bathroom at your office, put on your makeup, and come out looking fly. Simple. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need to spend a lot of money or have all the products or all the latest products to get a nice face. For those of you who are adventurous, you could do lashes, but then lashes are tricky because then you have to glue them on, and that's kind of a whole other tutorial by itself. But I get my lashes from the beauty supply store, and I get my glue, which is this one right here. I get from Walmart, and it's this one here, and it dries clear, so if I make a mistake, no one's gonna see it. And then yeah, that's basically all you need. Oh, and before I forget, for your lips, I'm not really big on lipstick myself, but if you're into lipstick, then get lipstick. And if you're into lip gloss, then just get lip gloss or Vaseline. I've used Vaseline several times and it works, especially in the winter. But yeah, guys, that's all you need. As I said, I'll leave everything in the description down below for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and ask me. You can follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. If you feel like I missed a product or two, then you can let me know. But that's my everyday woman's makeup bag. Like, that's all you need in your makeup bag to go, right? So feel free to message me, as I said. If you have any other tutorials you'd like to see me do, then by all means, let me know. I And guys, please, a lot of you are watching but you're not subscribing. It kind of goes hand in hand, you know. So if you like my video, you subscribe to it and you comment and you share it. As I said, with the algorithm that YouTube has, it helps a great deal. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and until then, take care guys. Bye.